air, online, covering the Treasure Coast. Get connected with the Get Up and Go Show. And now here's your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
6:07 on the Get Up and Go Show.
I know that's right.
Better believe it. The award-winning Get Up and Go Show.
I heard that.
That's because nobody will ever tell me
you my baby's daddy.
That's right, because I'm done. And I'm done. Morning, Bonnie.
If anybody told you that I would have to get you some Q-tips, you would have to clean your ears out to make sure you're hearing right.
Yeah, because that's just not possible. No bullets in the gun. Good morning, Phil.
Too much information, Evan.
Good morning, Phil.
Good morning.
How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Phil.
I'm doing good. I have a question.
Well, hold on. Let me say good morning to the rest of the cast.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah. Good morning, Fredo.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, Fredo? You good?
Doing good.
All right.
Hi, Fredo.
All right.
Good morning.
Of course, Bentley's here bright and early. Good morning, Bentley.
Bentley.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, Bentley?
Doing okay.
Scrambled eggs this morning, please. Some hash browns. And
my pleasure.
In your honor, I will have plain toast. How's that?
Be my honor to make you plain toast, sir.
Miss Bonnie, what would you like this morning?
Eggs.
Bentley's cooking.
Yep, eggs and corned beef hash. My eggs over easy.
All right. She likes it easy. Bentley?
Yes, no problem,
All
sir.
right. Thank you. So, Phil, how's the new job going?
So far, so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
enjoying it.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Very
But
good.
I have a question.
All right. Well, hopefully I have an answer.
What's this award that this show has won?
I don't know. It just sounds good. It just sounds good. It's
You
an
keep
award-winning
saying that. You say it every
award-winning
day.
show.
So I'm just curious what the award was.
They're awarding us with peanuts because our show was kind of based on peanuts yesterday.
Yeah.
What's that?
Here's your award music.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Rush Limbaugh Pavilion, it's the 2020 Radio Award Show. And the award for craziest radio show, the Get Up and Go Show on WSTU. How's that?
Thank you. I like that, actually. That's pretty damn
That
good.
was very good. And, you
Yeah.
know, Evan, I was going to mention our show was kind of based on peanuts yesterday morning. And
Phil, we had a conversation about nuts
we
yesterday.
were talking about the good, nice nuts.
I heard most of the show.
Yeah, here we go. Bonnie's already started.
Have a little interesting fact on some nuts. What a nutty idea. A company in Texas that supplies nuts for airlines now has more than 87,000 pounds of nuts and no idea what to do with them.
It's an awful lot of nuts.
Wow.
These nuts. These nuts.
I mean, but that could feed a lot of people, right?
Well, if you're into nuts.
Yeah, if you're in the nuts, yeah.
But then it's kind of scary. You got to be.
Now, do you like salty nuts or non-salty nuts?
Oh, good gosh. You got to have the hot salty nuts.
Yeah, you got to have the hot salty nuts. Yeah.
That hot brand.
This is too early.
Oh.
This is too early to be talking about nuts this morning. This is way too early.
Yeah.
We can't go there. It's too early.
Now, do you like take a bunch of nuts and put them in your mouth, or
Oh, good
or do you
gosh.
do one at a time?
Do you do a handful?
Then you look like a little squirrel. I don't like to look like a squirrel.
Oh!
My cheeks are fluffy enough. God, gosh.
Gerbil
Hey,
cheeks.
Evans?
Yeah,
Evans?
yeah, Fredo.
Fredo?
Fredo.
Fredo fell off the face of the earth. Where did he
noticed
go?
Bonnie's showing some leg today. Yeah, man.
Yeah, she got shorts on.
It's too much woman for you, Fredo.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
You
Fredo.
want to conquer the Fredo Mountain, huh?
oh, she,
Yeah, man.
Fredo, she just put you in your place. She just said basically, I am all that and you are none of that. That's just where she went.
Did I,
I like
say
a good
that?
challenge.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Fredo.
Oh man, my eyes are tearing up this early
I
in the
know.
morning. Wow. Can we
Lordy.
stop talking about nuts this morning? My God.
It's-
Can we talk about something else? Can we have
now,
a
do you
decent-
like the cashews or do you like the honey roasted?
Thank you.
Both, I guess, right?
I'm allergic to nuts.
And my brother is too. You know, my brother was out on a date with a girl
Mhm.
when he was a teenager. They were like in a movie theater, and he did not know that she had been eating nuts. And he went to kiss her,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a
Oh.
sudden he couldn't breathe.
Yeah. He was a little nutty.
Hey,
Wow.
But,
Okay.
you know, it's a scary thing if somebody's allergic to the nuts, particularly like the kids in cafeterias. I
Yeah.
mean, you never know when nuts can fall in cookies or, you know, cake mixes
Yeah.
or, you know, those sort of things. I mean,
the casserole queen next door, her son's allergic to nuts. actually.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people
yeah.
are. A lot of people have peanut allergies.
yeah.
They do.
Evan,
I can't eat nuts.
What happens to you if you have some nuts?
Um,
What are the
Um,
symptoms?
well, let's see. Let me call Dr. Ruth Westheimer and we'll have a conversation about that. Actually, my throat swells up,
It does.
believe it or not.
Does
yeah.
it now?
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that happens to my brother too, because that's why he had a hard time breathing. You get a little swelling in the throat.
My throat swells up and I it's hard for me to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't have any peanuts.
Phil, are you allergic to anything too?
His ex? No, I'm just kidding. That would be me.
No, actually, here's what's funny. For years, I thought I was allergic to fish.
Oh,
Really?
I'm talking about, well, because when I was like a teenager, my dad brought home fish and he made it and I ate it. And then my whole respiratory system swelled up
oh,
Really?
and I couldn't breathe and all that. And it has happened twice when I was like 16. Went to the doctor, my primary doctor. He goes, "Oh, you're probably allergic to fish. Don't eat any more fish." I'm like, okay. So for good Lord, till about 8 years ago, I thought I was allergic to fish. I refused to eat it, but it was funny. I can eat shellfish, fine, but not regular fish.
that's
I go to the
weird.
allergy doctor. Come to find out, I wasn't allergic to fish.
Mm-hmm.
It was because my dad caught really bad fish,
Oh,
I
okay.
was going to ask
and it made me sick.
if they were the fish he was catching with a fishing pole or stopped to get the fish at the deli first. but
No,
they
it was
was-
he got it out of Indian River, the Indian River.
Oh,
He went fishing
yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and so
Do you see?
I got a feeling it went bad in the cooler or something like that.
Do you see
Mm.
people around town fishing in these ponds when you're traveling around town?
Oh, all the time. I actually,
yeah.
I was out yesterday and we have a small little lake. I think they load the lake with bass or something. I'm not sure, but I saw a couple of people fishing out there yesterday. I see people going across the Dixie Highway Bridge under the Roosevelt Bridge.
Yeah.
They fish off of that bridge all the time, all the
Nice.
time,
Yeah, they
constantly.
do it all the time.
Yeah, I see
especially
people
right after it
fishing
rains,
everywhere.
man.
Yeah.
Right after
Yeah.
it rains, they do it. Yeah.
There's a little pond too when I come home from Walmart on St. Lucie West Boulevard. Sometimes I see a fisherman or two out there. You know, it's just a little pond on the corner.
Just a
It's
fisherman, not a fisherwoman.
right in town.
What about a fisherwoman?
Honestly, I haven't seen any ladies out there doing the fishing.
I've seen ladies fishing before.
I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
it, but
Yeah,
not
it's very popular.
just not at that particular pond. I
Okay.
haven't seen the ladies.
We're going to have to get you to a pond where women are fishing. Maybe we'll get you out fishing one day. Have you
Maybe
ever fished
Lakeisha
before,
is
Bonnie?
fishing today.
Yeah, Lakeisha might be fishing.
We fished on the Lady Stewart one time. Me and
Did
my
you?
brother and my
Okay.
sister-in-law in Topanga.
Did you catch anything?
At the time, the biggest fish caught on the boat was a large snapper. That
Okay.
was a keeper. And the winds, it was really rough surf. We were coming off of a really stormy weekend. To
Mhm.
be quite honest, at that time, we just caught some little panfish that we had to throw
Oh.
back.
Okay.
But I have to say, the lady steward, the guys on that fishing boat,
hmm
really show you how to do it. And they're like so helpful. Everybody was helpful on that boat the
Okay.
day
So
we
they
went.
teach you how to bait your line.
Yeah, and they'll
Okay.
bait it for you if you
Okay.
don't know how. Like I haven't
Okay.
fished for a while, so I
Wow.
was kind of squirrely about it. And but
Squirrely.
he came around to help you do it, and it was kind of cool. So like we put it this way, we just had a very good day.
Wow. Okay.
I
All
wish
right.
there was a swimming boat though. Like you got the Lady Stewart boat,
Mhm.
you got some of these party boats where you go fishing on.
hmm
I wish they would just have like a boat, a ship that would like take you out to the sandbars
hmm
so you can swim and maybe drink a few martinis and be merry and have the captain do the
A
sailing for you.
martini on a boat. That just doesn't
Yeah.
sound right. Maybe a beer on a boat,
Maybe
but not a
the-
martini.
Yes, it does. Having a martini on the boat is very good. Especially
Bentley.
the yacht. yes.
Bentley. Nobody asked you to chime in on
See?
this conversation.
Bentley
Oh.
has some class.
Okay.
That's classy,
Yeah.
Bentley.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. So I don't know, but I want to know how we went from
I don't know.
nuts to fish to martinis.
You think Big
All
Kitty
with-
likes fish?
Yeah. Do you think Big Kitty likes fish?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look at did you hear? Oh yeah.
Open a
Wow.
big can of tuna for
Oh,
Big Kitty.
boy. If you could have seen Bonnie's face on that one,
Oh,
wow, that was
man.
priceless. That was priceless.
Big Kitty will come running for it. Just
Wow.
open a can.
He's become your favorite character, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
well,
I like-
and
I have
the
soft
kitty is a
spot.
character, so to speak.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. Not like a character. It's somebody calling here with doing cat sounds, and I still don't know who it is to this day. Phil, do you have any idea who it might be?
I don't have the faintest idea.
You have
It's
the faintest
somebody
idea.
clawing for attention.
I guess somebody calling for attention. Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this? Oh, here we go. See, it's like on command.
I know.
The cat calls. All right.
Big Kitty must be our number one listener.
Yeah,
Calls just about quite
Yeah.
often.
definitely. So now, and I'm going to prove something to you, Bonnie. Okay, because you think that Phil is doing this, and I'm going to prove to you that it's not Phil.
Okay.
Not
okay,
me.
no, it's not him. There's no see. Okay, all right. There's the cat.
Yeah.
All right, and Phil is here as well.
Tell me,
Okay,
Bonnie, it's not me.
see,
I think I don't know.
it's
I
impossible
don't
for
know.
two people to do the same thing.
I have a question for Big Kitty though.
All right.
Big Kitty, my girlfriend is missing her cat, Tommy. Have you seen Tommy?
That's a question for the kitty ball.
No.
You know, Phil has the 8-ball,
Yeah,
and the kitty probably has the kitty ball.
yeah. There is
I
like
didn't know
a
there was a kitty ball.
Yeah, there's a kitty ball.
there's
Why not? Yeah.
girlfriend's missing this big like salt and pepper tiger kind of kitty in the neighborhood, and
Mhm.
I was running on Saturday morning and I saw a big poster for it right on the corner of
The
I wanna
cat's
say
trying to get your attention. Bonnie.
Hogan and Lucero Street. What was that?
It's Big Kitty.
Sounded like it was going.
No. Did you spit on the
Is it pooping
microphone?
in the cat box?
I gotta give it some extra Lysol
Sanitize it.
spray.
No, you can't spray Lysol in the microphone. It'll short out the microphone.
I kind of wipe it on a
You-
cloth.
yeah,
and
there you
I
go.
kind of wipe it
So,
around.
what do you want to ask the cat? 'Cause
I don't
we got to
know.
get to news. The cat's here.
Just
so.
if the cat's seen Tommy.
Who's Tommy?
My girlfriend's missing kitty cat.
Maybe they're in the alley together.
Everybody's looking for Tommy.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, Big Kitty, have a good day. All right. We're gonna let you. We're gonna let you run. All
Do you
right.
ever go to the Lost and Found on Craigslist too?
No.
I do it a lot.
No.
And then they
There's
show,
some weird crap there.
but the only reason
Just
I go
Craigslist is weird. Period.
to Lost and Found, sometimes they'll show you the picture of the animal, so then I can
Yeah.
look for that
Mhm.
animal if I'm out in my neighborhood.
Well, maybe Big Kitty will be lost and found one day.
You know?
Anything's possible. 6:20 right now. News time. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. WPTV's news anchor Kelly Dunn has this.
The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. That means the school year will start Tuesday, August 11th for students in the Martin County School District, August 17th in Okeechobee County, and August 24th in St. Lucie. The Palm Beach County and Indian River County school districts are still waiting for the state to approve their reopening plans.
Florida is reporting fewer than 4,900 new coronavirus cases. It's the lowest number since June 23rd. However, it's unclear if the numbers are affected by the closure of most of the state-run testing sites over the weekend due to tropical storm Isaias. Governor Ron DeSantis says that's not the only encouraging data.
We continue to see a downward trend in visits to the emergency department with people with COVID-like illnesses. We've seen a peak in COVID-positive patients that are hospitalized statewide.
The state reported 73 fatalities from coronavirus yesterday. As the pandemic continues, Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried is launching an initiative called Be Smart Florida.
A new consumer awareness campaign that will remind Floridians of the essential science-based measures we must all do to slow the spread.
Fried says not enough Floridians are utilizing those measures, such as wearing masks and practicing social distancing. The search for a baby missing from Broward County is over, ending in Orange County. An Amber Alert was issued yesterday after 19-year-old Joshua Quinteron went missing in Coconut Creek. He was found last night in Apopka with his 17-year-old father, who was taken into custody. And early voting for Florida's August 18th primary election is underway. Yesterday, more than 24 counties began allowing voters to cast ballots, including those in Hillsborough, Polk, Miami-Dade, and Palm Beach. By Saturday, all Florida counties must offer early voting. And the Major League Baseball scores of the New York Yankees, another win over the Phillies yesterday, 6-3. The New York Mets beat Atlanta Braves by a score of 7-2. The Brewers lost to the White Sox 6-4. Chicago Cubs take a win over Kansas City 2-0. The Minnesota Twins beat Pittsburgh Pirates 5-4. It was Oakland Athletics over the Seattle Mariners. Wow, they pounded them 11-1. And the San Diego Padres over the LA Dodgers 5-4 yesterday. News time at 6:24. Weather and traffic together are next.
.24 the time, the Get Up and Go show. It's the Tuesday edition with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, we don't have any accidents for this Tuesday morning. Everything throughout the Treasure Coast, road-wise, looking so far so good. There's your latest look at traffic. And in Stuart, 79, here's our forecast at WPTV.
This morning here on the Treasure Coast, warm and humid with isolated showers and a few thunderstorms possible. This afternoon, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms are possible, moving from west to east. Some storms could be strong and some rainfall will be heavy. High temperatures in the low 90s, increasing clouds and light southerly winds. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Glenn Glazer on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
.628 the time to Get Up and Go show, and I needed to give the show a more epic sound, so I had to refresh the band and ask the band to learn some new things. And they've came up with all these new epic pieces that we previewed yesterday, and we're going to be playing a lot of it going forward. Phil, what do you think of this stuff?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got to give Fredo props, man. Fredo's doing a great job.
He's doing it like a tidal wave.
Yeah.
Fredo might be conniving and, ladies' man and all that stuff, but, he's a pretty good band leader and composer.
He is. He is. Coming up on 6:30 on the Get Up and Go show, the award-winning Get Up and Go show, and it's time for viral videos. I think this viral video is going to take the cake out of all the viral videos we've ever done.
Uh-oh.
It's about a principal at a school in Alabama.
Alabama.
Principal's name is Dr. Lee. And he does a video off of MC Hammer's Can't Touch This pertaining to COVID.
I've seen this.
And the video is going viral. Let's listen in.
My coronavirus hits me so hard. All the teachers say, oh my Lord, COVID is stressing me. All the updates from the CDC, Lysol can't be found. I've looked all around this town. I've had no luck. And these are the things you can't touch. I told you, students,
can't touch this.
You better pull that mask up.
Can't touch this.
It's the CDC, not me.
Can't touch this.
Hey, don't wash your hands.
You can't touch this.
Fresh new rules and plans. Let's all be safe. Go wash your hands. So move back up 6 feet. You better not cough and you better not sneeze. Sanitation. Hold on. Let me check your temp. Not under your arm like that. Like that. You're all clear. Go to the back.
I'm pretty impressed. I have to say, if you watch the whole video, it's 2 minutes and 12 seconds long. And this
the
guy,
production values are good. Yeah.
The production of the whole video, that it was shot, and I'm blown away. I'm going to try to get this guy on the radio program.
He's talented, and whoever did the filming process of it too is very talented.
Yeah. Did you watch the video, Bonnie?
Yeah, with
it's
the
really good
editing and the excerpts and him running in the locker room through down the hall by the lockers.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids in that school must think, good gosh, we never knew our principal was so talented.
Yeah, he's pretty, as the kids would say, he's pretty dope. You know, that's a slang terminology.
And Phil, did you say chisel?
No, fashizzle.
Fashizzle. Oh. Fashizzle.
I'm trying to be hip like the kids, you know?
Yeah, you know, the principal's
Everyone was
dope.
just trying to be saying dope. You know?
Pretty dope principal.
I'm fit, you know.
Or
pretty
rad.
fly.
Is rad still?
No, rad is no.
Not anymore.
Rad is very 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
No, people still go word. You know, when people say word, that means like they understand. Word.
I kind of like that. Isn't there a cool song called Word too?
Word Up by Cameo.
Word Up.
There's also Microsoft Word.
Ladies around the world.
That's like one of my favorite old songs.
And it went doom. Yes.
Nice human beatboxing now.
I'm
beatboxing. What are you, the Fat Boys?
What year did that come out by Cameo? Do you know? Does
Phil,
anyone
85.
know? Why did I know Phil was going to be right on that?
80, I would have thought it came out like in 2005 because Word Up, that's when I first
give you
heard
the
it.
whole rundown on this. Hold on. Let me dig it out here. But I know definitely it was 85.
Give me the whole rundown on Cameo.
Give me a second.
That high school principal we just aired, he must be a huge fan of MC Hammer back in the day. I got really excited. I was at Summerfest in Milwaukee one time. We're walking around there and they go, ladies and gentlemen, it's MC Slammer.
Actually, I was off by a year, 1986.
Were you?
went as high as number 6 for 14 weeks.
Okay. All right.
Their second hit was Candy in 1987. Went as high as number 21.
All right. I'm going to try making an attempt here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Down, pretty ladies around the world, gonna.
All that boys and girls, do you dance?
All right, we're done.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we're done.
That wasn't bad at all from the both of you.
Yeah, we're done. That's all you're getting at me.
That was all right. Some of them anticipating want to hear more.
No, that's all you're getting out of me.
Oh,
sorry.
And that video is great too.
Yeah,
that video is awesome. Yeah.
Now you know what other songs Cameo had?
He had this run it to you. He had 2 hits,
Candy?
2 top 40 hits.
I never heard Candy before.
No, Cameo.
By Cameo.
Really?
Yeah. 2 hits by Cameo. Cameo had 2 hits.
Hold on.
That's it.
I'm gonna play the other one. Here's a little bit of
let's
the
see.
other one. That's their other one.
Candy?
Yeah, no, this is Cameo. Shake Your Pants.
That wasn't a hit.
Yes, it was. In
No, it wasn't. I
1980.
just read off the hits, dude.
I'm looking at it. It was a major hit in 1980.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I love this song. Yeah.
No.
All right, we're going to have an argument.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to argue.
That
Because
might
this
be-
song was on the R&B chart.
That might be an East Coast thing
That's not a.
because
It's
I
not a
never heard it.
mainstream top 40 hit.
No,
That's
I'm not
what
talking
saying
about
to you.
mainstream top 40. No.
Oh,
but
okay.
it was a hit on the R&B
then
chart.
Yeah, I'm talking mainstream top 40.
Okay, well, you could talk mainstream and I'll talk R&B.
Okay, that's different. You didn't say that. to
Some
begin.
people simply love those album cuts too. You can listen to an album and take the tracks off of that album that made the top 40 and all of that commercialism, but then you can listen to an album in its entirety and find different tracks that
But
are
you know
better.
what's funny is sometimes there's songs out there that were not hits that were just simply awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
there
talking
were.
there was one of a group out of Jacksonville that it's called oh good lord, hold on, I'll tell you in 2 seconds here. It was it's gonna drive me nuts now because I usually know this off the top of my head and I can't have that. So,
I guess,
I can't have that.
I guess
Orange
go
Orange
ahead.
Blossoms or oh hold on, hang on, I'm looking it up on my iPad because I know I have the song.
Here's a song. This is a song that I never understood the words to. Okay. That's just the applause. I think this is it. That might not be
we're
it.
gonna play a song from our album, The Roaring Silence. We'd like you all to
No, that's not it. Okay. I got to find it.
I guess as
All right,
Phil's finding his, my example would be Meatloaf with Bad Out of Hell because
Oh, yeah.
everybody knows 2 out of
Yeah,
3
this is
ain't
it.
bad.
This is the
Yeah.
song. I
And-
never understood the words to this song. Just hold on. I don't understand this. This.
blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night.
So there's a big misconception about the words in that song. Okay? Because for the longest time,
Yeah.
I thought it used to be blinded by the light, revved up like a douche, another runner in the night. And it's not douche, it's deuce.
Deuce. I think
Deuce
it's
as in number 2.
Oh yeah, deuce. Yeah.
But it sounds like they're saying douche.
Mm-mm.
And that seriously, listen to it. Listen to it again.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Okay. Here. We're going to listen here. All right, here it comes.
Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night.
Right? Doesn't it
Yeah.
sound like that?
I think it's that little bit of a reverb that comes after it that kind of makes it sound like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it distorts it slightly. Yeah.
I've always known that it was deuce though with that one. The
You
one
have?
the one that I've found the most fascinated is I'm not talking about the linen, and it's that
Okay.
one's by 10cc, and it actually they're saying I'm not talking about moving in. You know what song I'm talking about,
All right,
Phil?
so I have to get somebody's opinion on this.
Oh,
but
We're calling our sister station.
I wasn't hearing
our brother station.
Yeah,
Remember, he
Yeah.
said brother
brother.
station.
Yeah, we're calling a brother station. we're gonna end this. I'm gonna play it for them.
Yeah, let's see what G.
See what they
let's
say
see
it
what
is.
G has always heard with this
Yes.
one. I would
Yeah,
like
I'm
to
real curious.
hear the musical G's take on
Yeah,
it.
that's if they answer.
No,
They never answer
Yeah,
our
right.
calls. It's just ridiculous.
They're usually
They're too
so
important
busy.
for us.
Yeah, they're just way too important for us.
WBSL.
Yeah, no, that's not them.
No.
See, they're not answering.
hmm
Why do they do that to us all the time?
Oh, and another
I'm just gonna let it ring in the
another
background.
another misconstrued lyric is Elton John's "Tiny Dancer"
Yeah.
when he says, "Count the headlights on the highway." I
Right.
think count the headlights on the highway.
The headlights.
The headlights. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so here's the song I was talking about, Orange
Misconstrued.
Blossoms by J.J. Gray and Mofro.
Mofro.
Great song. Yeah, it wasn't even a hit, but it's a great rock song.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
What are they called?
must be
Orange
doing-
Blossom?
They must be doing news up there
No.
or something.
The song's called Orange Blossoms. The group is called J.J. Gray and
Okay.
Mofro.
Okay, so we're gonna
Really
try
good.
them. We'll try them a
Is
little
that like
bit.
the Orange Blossom special?
No,
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 nothing
it's
like it.
Really good.
Yeah.
You should find that song, Evan. It's really good.
All right, I will. I will.
Orange
Um,
Blossoms by J.J.
Here's another viral video. It's a guy that accepted his brother's dare to jump in a chicken coop and go face to face against a rooster with an attitude. The video starts. The guy's in the coop and already trying to get away from the rooster as it pecks his heels and then chases him around the yard. Listen into the audio. This is hilarious. There you go.
That's like a really aggressive rooster right there.
Yeah.
He's chasing.
Yeah.
He's going to pull that guy's pants down
Mm,
if they're not already down.
it's okay.
That rooster's just like
Interesting.
going right at him.
Hey, Evans.
Yeah, yeah.
Evans, where's this chicken at?
I don't know, Fredo. I have no idea where this chicken is.
Well,
I'm not
Bonnie
sure.
said he pulls your pants down.
Well, I have no idea.
Go eat some chicken, Fredo.
Yeah, go eat some chicken. All right, so we're gonna play. There's another viral video out each week. They give us a viral video where you have to guess the sound. So I'm gonna play the video, and then you're gonna tell me. I'll give you three choices, and you'll tell me what the sound is. Here we go.
Hmm.
All right, so.
Wow.
Is it someone jiggling a metal piggy bank that has a silver dollar inside?
Ah.
Is it someone tapping a ball peen hammer against the side of a potted plant? Or is it somebody shaking a vacuum sealed tube that has water inside? What do you think it is? Bonnie?
I'm going to say knocking that little device on the side of that potted plant.
Okay. Phil, what do you think it is?
Silver dollar in the bank.
Silver dollar in the bank. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I have this much to say to both of you.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's what I thought.
We both need some Q-tips then.
Yeah, it's somebody shaking a vacuum sealed tube that has water inside.
Wow, I wouldn't guess. That wouldn't be my first guess.
Yeah.
But wow, that's pretty incredible. I did see. I saw an inspiring viral video this morning.
Inspiring?
Yeah.
How can
Inspiring?
Yeah, inspiring. That's a big word.
It was kids out of New Jersey that are 3 teens that are spreading acts of kindness, selfless acts of kindness.
All
So they
right.
started Students to the Rescue.
Okay.
And they have 4 chapters of it now up in New Jersey where they're going to buy groceries and bringing them to the homes of the elderly.
Oh.
And they have websites too where the elderly can order. And they show these 3 teen boys going up to the elderly people's doorsteps with groceries. So it's
Okay.
kind of like a good, it's just like a feel good story of people doing good in the news.
Okay, I'm going to try our brother station one more time and see if they answer, because this is
The
really
brother station.
See if the brothers be home.
yeah, if the brothers be home. This is just really bugging me because I really want G's opinion on this song, because for all these years I did not know it was Deuce.
Question: Who performs that song?
That's
A little bit
Manfred
of
Mann.
trivia.
Manfred
and
Mann.
who wrote it?
I couldn't tell you.
Would
Phil?
be Bruce Springsteen.
Really?
I don't know
Yeah.
who wrote it.
I think Bruce.
Really?
I think
I can
Bruce
find
did.
out.
Okay.
I think it was the boss.
Hold on.
Yeah, they're not answering again. I'm starting to feel like neglected.
I'm pretty sure Bruce wrote it for it's Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Was
Yeah.
it called
Okay.
Earth Man or Earth Band?
I'm feeling neglected, Bonnie.
I don't
They
know.
don't want to take my call.
The brothers not be like answering.
Yeah, the brothers be like not answering. We'll have to try them one more time. We'll try them after we come out of the news here in just a few minutes.
Sure.
Hopefully they'll be available to take the call. Phil, did you look that up, by the way?
I'm looking. I'm trying to find it now.
All right, get your musical.
Yeah, I would like to.
title.
I think Bruce Springsteen wrote it. I think it got that Bruce Springsteen kind of feel, and he also wrote "Fire" that the Pointer Sisters performed.
Well, there's another song by Fire by the Ohio Players.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
That one's on fire too.
Now I think of Love Roller Coaster.
I
that was another great song.
I know.
That was it. And Red Hot Chili Peppers did a great remake of that song too.
Now, do you realize there's a sound in that song, Love Roller Coaster?
Yeah.
Of people screaming in the background.
It's on a real roller coaster.
It's real people on a roller coaster.
I love that.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Manfred Mann. They actually had, well, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Okay.
7 hits. They were known as Manfred Mann at the beginning, then Manfred Mann's Earth Band in 1976.
Okay.
So Blinded by the Light was their biggest hit, number 1 for 15 weeks.
Wow.
And Springsteen wrote that, I bet.
Does not say who wrote it.
I think he wrote it.
No, Bruce Springsteen wrote Spirit in the Night.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's what it says here.
All right.
Which was only went as high as number 40.
Mm-hmm.
Their biggest hit was Do Wah Diddy.
Really?
Yes. For 2 weeks at number 1. Yeah. Do Wah Diddy Diddy Dum Diddy Do.
Okay.
I didn't know that came from
1964.
I didn't know that came from Manfred Mann. I thought it would come. Well, come to think of it, they were like a 60s group.
Yeah, they were originally a 60s band, and then after 68, they didn't do anything until 76. They got back together, and then that's when they were Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember? Do you remember? I'm just a love machine. Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a love machine.
Evan, Evan, do it.
Dude.
The Miracles.
Yeah, the Miracles. Yeah, love machine. Yeah. I'm just a love machine. I'm a love machine, man. Let me tell you something. That was the first. I am the best love machine you will ever meet in your entire life, my friend. Let me tell you something. I am a love machine. If Fredo thinks he got something on me, well, let me tell you something. I got everything on Fredo because my wife will tell you that I am the best love machine there ever is in the entire world.
I think you're
no WD-40 needed on this side. Let me tell you.
I think you're giving Fredo, you're cutting Fredo a little down to size there. You get some competition.
Let me tell you something, Fredo. If you think you can compete with this entire love machine right here, let me tell you something, Fredo. You got another hot tamale coming.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. They have to put quarters in you. For me, they put dollars.
Oh, no. Let me tell you, no money needed here for this love machine. It's 6:45 right now. Let's go to the Love Machine. Yeah, got us at the Love Machine desk.
We need to go cruising, man.
Love Machine News. Here's Bonnie.
Thank you. The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. WPTV's news anchor Kelly Dunn has the story.
The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. That means the school year will start Tuesday, August 11th for students in the Martin County School District, August 17th in Okeechobee County, and August 24th in St. Lucie. The Palm Beach County and Indian River County school districts are still waiting for the state to approve their reopening plans.
Florida is reporting fewer than 4,900 new coronavirus cases. It's the lowest number since June 23rd. However, it's unclear if the numbers are affected by the closure of most of the state-run testing sites over the weekend due to Tropical Storm Isaias. Governor Ron DeSantis says that's not the only encouraging data.
We continue to see a downward trend in visits to the emergency department with people with COVID-like illnesses. We've seen a peak in COVID-positive patients that are hospitalized statewide.
The state reported 73 fatalities from the coronavirus yesterday. 4 sisters were ecstatic when they found out they were all pregnant at the same exact time. WPTV's news partner, KMTV, has the story.
Imagine this. You find out your sister's pregnant, and your other sister, and other sister, and the other sister too. 4 sisters pregnant at the exact same time.
Danielle was first, and then Sarah, and then Michelle, and I was like, oh, thank goodness it's not me. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wow, me now.
Elizabeth, Danielle, Michelle, and Sarah carried their babies during the pandemic. Grandma Mary was excited but worried for her daughters.
It was scary. It was all scary, but these guys, pregnancy's scary. Having a baby's scary. So praise God, everybody's healthy, and it was perfect.
Everything went well, and they delivered 5 babies: twins Henry and Emma, Olivia, Josephine, and Natalie. The deliveries all taking place within 12 days.
Not planned at all. It was crazy.
To Grandma Mary, 5 is just a good starting point. She herself had 12.
It's just a lot of fun having kids. Everybody have lots of kids. A lot of fun.
They call it the miracle during the pandemic, especially because Michelle lost her first baby.
We lost our first at 37 weeks. So it was a little scary at the end, thinking that may happen again. But she's here and she's healthy and a happy baby for the most part.
But now it's all smiles as this family celebrates all their new babies. Grandma Mary hoping for more and more.
The best thing in the whole world.
Reporting in Omaha, Rudolph Sinaida, 3 News Now.
Lastly, early voting for Florida's August 18th primary election is underway. Yesterday, more than 24 counties began allowing voters to cast ballots, including those in Hillsborough, Polk, Miami-Dade, and Palm Beach. By Saturday, all Florida counties must offer early voting. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is part of a group that just bought the XFL for $15 million. The league declared bankruptcy back in April, and the deal won't be final until it's approved by a bankruptcy court. If it goes through, the plan is to launch it inside a virus-free bubble as soon as next year. Our news time 6:49. Weather and traffic together are next.
$6:51 the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. All brought to you by Code Red Rivers. Bonnie?
It's a nice, clear ride. Just look for some raindrops as you're heading out this morning. Maybe you give yourself a little bit of extra time. Otherwise, no slowdowns. There's your latest look at traffic. Already a little bit of rain, a little bit of thunder we're hearing in the Stewart area. It's 79. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
This morning here on the Treasure Coast, warm and humid with isolated showers and a few thunderstorms possible. This afternoon, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms are possible, moving from west to east. Some storms could be strong and some rainfall will be heavy. High temperatures in the low 90s, increasing clouds and late southerly winds. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Glenn Glazer on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
All right, coming up on 6:56, I'm going to make one more attempt to give our brother station a call, and let's see if they answer. Sorry, my voice is going there. All right, here we go. We're going to give him one more attempt. We'll give him one more try. After that, I'm giving up because I'm going to get a complex. I really am.
Go to a
Now,
psychiatrist.
if they have caller ID, they may not be taking our call.
I'm just kind of missing them. Haven't talked to them in a while.
Yeah.
I'm missing
You
our
talked to him
brothers.
2 weeks ago.
PSL, good morning.
Ah, good morning, G.
Hey.
How are you?
Fine, but we can't go on the air right now because we're in the middle of something, but I'll call you back.
No, I need your opinion on something even off the air.
Hang on a second.
All right.
For any reason. This is not the time.
He's
to
going to
stop.
say, what? This
As
was
travelers
about being wrapped up
consider
like
their
a
next
deuce.
adventure, I think it's going to take a while.
What are
for
they
people to be
doing
ready
over
to
there?
be doing leisure international travel. Jerry says international
Oh,
travel
they're
will look
doing
different
news.
moving
Yeah.
forward. It's going to be
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
they're
less, a lot
news
more
time
like
now.
self-guided tours, maybe less time.
I'll just bring that down a little bit so we don't have to listen to their garbage.
Your
Our
garbage.
newscast is better than theirs.
So the misconstrued lyric.
We are clear on my map from Fort Pierce. If you're
Awesome.
traveling southerly through White City, Port St. Lucie, Jensen Beach, and Stewart at this hour, if you see something, say
something.
Call 340-1590.
Yeah.
Let's check in with our lovely and talented certified master gardener, Linda Lou Salisbury. Hey, Linda, good morning.
Oh.
Wait a minute, I rolled the wrong R there. There's no R as well.
It's Linda
Hey, Linda,
Lee
how you doing?
Salisbury.
They're the
Morning, Linda.
she's the plant lady.
Linda, you're on the air.
Have you ever
Wow,
seen
you know that
pictures?
gets big rating.
Have you ever seen like pictures of her
I was
backyard?
gonna ask her about these darn seeds. I know. Where is she? I mean, these Dill,
Well, if
Mammoth,
Linda Lou's
Long
not there, they may
Island,
go to
Hardy
us.
annual herb seeds.
Oh, I thought
We've
they
got
were
the parsley, dark green, Italian.
No.
plain
asking
leaf
about those
herb.
mystery seeds
Yeah.
coming in the mail. Anybody get those? Did you get any of those?
No.
Phil, did you get any mystery seeds in the mail?
No, I did not.
Supposedly
What is that?
coming from China. People have been, it was happening last week, just people getting these seeds and you're not supposed to open them or plant them. They're just kind of like mystery seeds that people have been getting in the mail. And it was a mystery as to they don't know where they were coming from.
Oh.
They could be
All right,
like
so
tampered
we're
with
gonna
or
dump out of that call because obviously we infringed on their privacy.
now that
I don't
misconstrued
like infringing
that-
on people's privacy.
that misconstrued lyric I was thinking of. I
Yeah.
thought it was the band 10cc, but there's England Dan and John
Ford
Ford
Coley.
Coley. When they
Yeah.
say I'm not talking about moving in, it sounds like they're saying I'm not talking about the linen.
Oh, okay.
It's
The
just
linen?
like one of those misconstrued things where you think you're hearing douche and not deuce.
Okay.
It's misconstrued lyrics.
Wasn't that song "I'd Really Love to See You Tonight"?
Yes.
I like that.
That's a great
And
song.
I'd really love to see,
See
you
you
tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could
Hey,
go
let me tell you
walking.
something. I love that song. It's really good, man. Yeah.
And Tiny Dancer, another one with
Oh,
the
Tiny Dancer. I love that song
headlights
too.
and
Island Girl, Elton John.
Oh, that's another good one. Island Girl
1980.
from the Captain America album.
Yes, that's
Look
a
at
great
that.
song.
does that have a misconstrued lyric in it?
No.
Oh,
No.
No, but it's just a great
it's,
song.
it certainly
Girl.
is.
I'm
I just wanted to fit in.
I'm a huge Elton John fan.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Elton John.
I'm
What's your favorite Elton John
yeah.
song?
Crocodile Rock.
You know,
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What year?
I
Who's that
want to
from?
say I
TV?
think it was like the late 70s.
Actually, 1973.
Okay, all right. I was
October
close.
26, 1973. It came out the day I was born.
Oh, okay.
I'll be quite honest. I was a bigger fan of Elton John than I was of Queen.
Okay.
But after seeing Bohemian Rhapsody, I became a bigger
great
fan
movie.
of Queen. And after seeing Rocket Man,
Okay.
a less fan of Elton John.
Okay, we
It's-
have like 5 seconds here. We're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. Here comes the news.
On air, online, covering the Treasure Coast. Get connected to the Get Up and Go Show. And now here's your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Mr. Announcer, if you would do the honors, please.
From the Sean Hannity Pavilion, it's the award-winning, made from paper mache, Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie and sometimes Phil. And now, here's your host, Evan Nye.
That was good.
That was sweet.
I like that. I'm really digging this music. Definitely. Very, very cool. Good stuff. Good stuff here. So let's see. It's 7:07. We're in hour number 2, and I've been dissed by our brother station. I'm just that really bothers me.
Yeah, they had.
Well, they're past the news now, aren't they? We can call them back.
Should I try one more time, Bonnie?
Try them.
They had to make news for Linda, or room for Linda, the plant lady, to come
The
on.
plant lady. Ooh, they get a 10 chair with that.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. We're going to try one more time. This is it. The last time. I am so anal about stuff like this.
We got to make fun about the plant lady.
Yeah. How the plant lady rates over me.
Actually, she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
She really
can be
is.
cool, but, it's a plant lady.
Oh, see, they're not even taking my call again. I'm persistent, but this is ridiculous. I'll let it ring 2 more times.
Ringy dingy ding.
Yeah. Ringy dingy ding, you're probably having a fling. All right, well, they're done. That's it. I'm never calling them again. I'm on strike.
Yeah, right. At least for a week.
I'm on strike. How about that one? Bonnie's speechless.
I am.
I just left you speechless.
I really am.
You just like had nothing to say to that.
No.
I think you need to ask the Magic 8 Ball if we'll ever get a hold of him again.
Do you think we should ask the Magic 8 Ball that question, Bonnie?
Go right ahead.
Go right ahead. All right, here we go. Bonnie, if you'll do the honors, please.
You ask it.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, I insist.
No, I insist. You.
I insist.
No, Bonnie, please.
I'm not really caring.
Brains
so
over beauty.
You go ahead. You go ahead, Evan.
Please, Bonnie, I insist. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, please.
No, you.
No, you.
I forgot.
Boy.
I forgot what question we were going to ask.
Ladies, if you're going to fight, oil up first, okay?
I forgot all about the question.
Yeah, I forgot. What was the question? Wait a minute. Hold on. Bentley?
You ring, sir.
Could you ask the Magic 8 Ball the question, please?
Yes, sir. Will we ever call Mr. G's radio show?
All right, Phil.
Magic 8 Ball responses. Reply hazy. Try again.
Ooh.
After all that.
Yeah, thanks, Bonnie.
So Magic 8 Ball, will G or Ray ever answer the phone when we call?
Oh, sure. Now you'll ask you the question.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
It just came back to me.
Okay.
Magic 8 Ball responses. My sources say no. The Magic 8 Ball has spoken.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That kind of traumatizes us.
Yeah, I'm traumatized.
I know. I feel like shaving off all my hair and bathing in alcohol now.
I know. That just bothers me.
Yeah.
I may have to shave my left leg after that one.
Wow. You'll be all day at that.
I'm one leg shaved and one leg not. Well, on that
How often
note,
do you shave your leg?
about once a week. It's
once a week? Really? You shave your legs?
Yes, I do.
Why?
He wants to be one of those hairless boys.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah. Boy. Call me a boy. All
I
right.
see him come out of the shower while the water was cold.
Yeah.
And or do you ride a bike? Oh, Evan rides a bike. I think
Yes,
he
I
wants
do.
to get more speed on that bicycle.
Yeah, it's more aerodynamic.
It is.
All right. thank you.
Aerodynamic.
See, this week I shaved the left leg. Next week it'll be the right leg.
Do you remember the movie?
We'll just set that there and let that let that sit in for a little
But remember the movie about the bicyclists, and
bicyclists?
they were racing in Italy, and they were racing the Italians. I
No.
think those guys in that movie, the bike racers, shaved their legs also because truly it was more aerodynamic,
By the way,
dynamic, like you said.
there's a deleted scene in that movie where the Italians whacked the Americans and so they couldn't.
They took a baseball bat and
Can we
put the
please get to
baseball bat.
birthdays and
They
anniversaries?
put the baseball bat right through the spoke of the wheels. And
Oh,
then,
really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
They
gonna-
cheated.
I'm just going to let you two converse. I'm just going to sit back and let you guys run the show.
Because you know the Italians know how to use a baseball bat.
Let me know when you're done.
And I think that took place in Iowa or somewhere where they had the salt mines or something like that.
Well, yeah, in Iowa they got a lot of Italians. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a whole Italian neighborhood down here, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, we go to Tradition. We go to Little Italy every year.
So, Bonnie, you liking the rain?
Sitting here waiting.
Actually, I'm
laying
just
back in my chair.
I'm just kind of upset by the rain because I'm supposed to go shopping for cars in a little while.
Next thing you know, we'll be playing Milli Vanilli, Blame It
And
on
it's been so hot. I saw a bird pick up his worm with a pot holder. That's how hot it's been.
So, Evan, were you going to come back into the conversation?
I'm just waiting. I'm sitting back away from the microphone until you guys are done so I can do birthdays and anniversaries.
I was going to say, don't we have some birthdays to get to?
Oh, I can do them now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you got my permission.
Okay, thanks. I'm back now. All right. Bonnie, do you have anybody you want to? No, forget it, Bonnie. You just keep quiet over there.
No, actually, I do have two ladies that, since you asked me, thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Two beautiful ladies.
Okay.
One I know way up north, and one is down here. They're both Finnish. They're both from Finland, of
Okay.
Finnish descent.
Okay.
Both with blonde hair and blue eyes,
Oh.
celebrating birthdays today. My cousin Chrissy and good friend Amanda, amazing hairdresser down here.
Do you have their phone number?
I do not. I do not have their phone number.
Never asked the phone number. Why you even ask that?
Bonnie, you have to start learning to come properly prepared with a phone number for a birthday.
Hey, Evans, where are these ladies at? I want to know.
Yeah.
Bonnie, Fredo wants to know.
Yeah, one is in Iron County, Wisconsin. And
Iron County, Wisconsin.
one
Got
is
it.
down here in Jupiter, just
Oh.
a little bit to
Ooh.
the south of us.
All
Yeah.
right, maybe you need to hop in the Fredo mobile.
Fredo Mobile.
Fredo mobile.
Yeah, the mobile.
The Fredo
mobile
mobile.
rub.
The mobile rub, mobile
Mobile
foot
rub.
mobile.
Bring his trailer.
Yeah, whatever you want to call that thing.
Hey, you got to give Fredo credit for getting out there and hustling,
It's
right?
got all these wood panels
Hustling.
on it from the year 1975.
Yeah.
How did you guess?
See, it was just
Oh.
pure luck. All right, Cole and Dylan Sprouse are 28 years old today. Cole plays Jughead on Riverdale, and he and Dylan were twins, Zach and Cody, on Disney's Sweet Life. Chet Hanks is 30 years old today. That's a white rapper and son of Tom Hanks. Okay. So just because you're the son doesn't make you a famous person, does it?
Not always.
No.
So why are we wishing him a happy birthday?
Only-
I don't think he even had a top 40 hit.
Only
Yeah.
if you're Jack Osborne and son of Ozzy.
Yeah. Marcus Houston, 39 years old, R&B singer who got his start as Roger on Sister Sister. Meghan Markle, 39 years old today. How about that one?
Married to Prince Harry.
Yeah, Prince
right?
Harry. She now holds the title Duchess of Sussex.
Man, that wedding that she had,
Oof.
that was like a wedding I've never seen before, except for Princess Diana way earlier.
Yep. Abigail Spencer, 39 years old today. That's Lucy on Timeless. Jeff Gordon, NASCAR Hall of Famer, is 49 years old today. Daniel Day Kim is 52. That's Jin on Lost. Chin Ho Kelly on Hawaii Five-0, and Candor leader Jack Kang in Divergent movies. Roger Clemens, legendary pitcher and steroid user. I had to throw that in there. 58
Yeah.
years old today. He's third on the all-time list for most strikeouts behind Nolan Ryan and the big unit, Randy Johnson.
Yeah,
Randy
man.
Johnson. And probably one of the biggest birthdays. The biggest birthdays.
Yeah.
He's 59 years old today. Former President Barack Obama.
Oh,
59 years old today.
59.
59 years old today.
Wow, he had to be like 30 when he was president. If he's only 59.
No, he served 8 terms. Okay. So, and Trump's been in for 3, so that's 11. So if you take 11 away from 59, he was put into office at 48 years old.
That's really young.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's young. And I think he came as a mayor out of Chicago, didn't he?
No, actually, it was a senator.
Senator?
Senator.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Illinois senator.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, state senator.
Billy
Yep.
Bob Thornton is 65 years old today. He's currently starring on Amazon's Goliath.
He is?
Yeah. You ever seen those
Oh,
Billy Bob
man.
Thornton teeth?
I know, right? I find them quite attractive.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah. You know what's weird is give me Brad Pitt, give me Billy Bob Thornton.
And his teeth?
I take Billy Bob Thornton any day.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's just like a Brad Pitt has that pretty boy matter going
So
on.
if you could date Brad Pitt or Billy Bob Thornton, it would be Billy Bob Thornton teeth and all.
Yeah, I find Billy Bob more interesting too. And I just saw him in
Wow.
Sling Blade the other night.
Okay.
Yeah.
It goes.
Hey,
yeah.
Bonnie, I got a question to ask you. I asked you this question when you went on a rant
Wait
with
a minute.
Megan McRoberts.
Hold on 1 second, Phil.
Okay.
For Halloween, I'm going to wear Billy Bob Thornton teeth
Okay.
in here to the studio.
All right.
I'm just afraid you'll get attracted to me. That's the whole problem. I don't want that to happen. Because, after all, I am the love machine.
Love machine.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Bonnie, I got a question. And was it when Megan McRoberts was here and you went on the Chick Talk with Rachel there? You mentioned something about watching Point Blank
Talk?
with Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
And I asked the question, was Patrick Swayze hot? And you said, that doesn't matter right now. Or that's irrelevant. But anyways,
Yeah.
was Patrick Swayze hot in that movie?
I told Gary when we were
Pleading the
watching
sixth.
the movie, I said, Gary, there's only one guy in this movie I have had a crush on. He's like, oh, it's got to be Patrick Swayze. No. Keanu Reeves. No. You're not meaning Gary Busey. Yeah.
What?
What? Gary Busey?
Gary
Gary
Busey.
Busey.
I know.
What?
Strange but true. It's
Oh,
like
my.
you don't always have to be the prettiest man for a lady to have a crush on you. I think that's kind of a
made
facade.
Gary Busey a thing?
Yeah, really. I want to know this one. Inquiring minds want to know.
I have just
First, I thought it was Brian Williams.
Yeah, Brian Williams.
That's one extreme to another.
I guess it goes way back where I've always had a little bit of a crush on Gary Busey too.
Phil,
Why-
would you do me a favor?
why?
Phil, would you do me a favor, please?
crazy,
Would you
but-
go
What's up?
online and find me a Gary Busey poster, order it, I'll reimburse you, and we're going to put it up here in the studio.
Why can't you order? You're the one that's in the radio station all the time.
Well, that's true, but that gives a reason for you to come up here.
But Gary Busey, who's his buddy too? His buddy that's
Pee Wee Herman.
also an actor, and he made the sexiest man on People magazine in 1982. Let's see, Gary Busey's buddy. Like he's right on the tip of my tongue.
Well, he also did the Buddy Holly story.
He did.
Don't forget. Yeah, he
and
was excellent in that
He,
movie.
he was actually very good in that.
Well, didn't he get an award for that movie or something like
Yeah,
that?
I think you're right. I think he
Okay,
did. And
all right.
even in the Buddy Holly story, he had those teeth. He had the teeth going.
Okay.
He has a thing for teeth.
All right. So anyway, as we move along, now that we've learned that Bonnie's secret love crush is Gary Busey,
But I've never had a crush on Freddie Mercury.
Mercury.
So think about that. Freddie
Okay.
Freddie
Did
Mercury.
you have a thing for Freddie Mercury?
No, and he
No?
has teeth that are prominent.
Oh my God! If you could see this emoji my wife just sent me.
Show the camera. You gotta show the camera.
Where's the camera? This is great.
What?
My wife just sent me this emoji. Bonnie is going to wet her pants, literally, on this emoji. Phil, I'm going to send it to you.
Keep in mind, I
All
was.
right, let me see this.
Keep in mind, I had a crush on a young Gary Busey.
This is great.
Gary Busey.
All right, it's coming your way, Phil.
All right, yeah.
He's going to laugh his pants off, too.
Okay, it's coming your way. You like that? I have to give the wife credit on that one. That's
awesome.
That's probably the best thing that she's done pertaining to the radio show.
Her calling
That's
up and
funny.
arguing with you is great for the show.
Yeah.
And
My
telling
wife
us,
can call and pick a fight with me anytime on the air because I'll air my dirty laundry.
and telling us about the bin deals.
Oh yeah,
I love it when she
and
does
that whole conversation about about the whole kid thing was great, by the way. One of the best segments ever on this show.
Which kid thing?
Well, on the Megan McRoberts episode, you and her had a whole conversation about Gavin.
Oh, okay. Oh, we had another conversation about Gavin where I want to take him when he turns 18.
Oh, yeah, dinner. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should ask Bonnie's opinion on this.
Okay. All right.
Or you want me to ask?
No, you know what? Let's save it. Okay. I'm not going to spoil it because we're past news.
Okay.
So let's get to news, and then we'll ask Bonnie's opinion on where if she thinks it's okay for me to take Gavin, where I want to take Gavin for his 18th birthday.
Well, I'm pretty opinionated today, so
That's
watch
fine.
it.
Okay, that's fine. 7:22 news time. Let's go to the news desk. Here's Bonnie.
Thanks, Evan. The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. WPTV's news anchor Kelly Dunn has the story.
The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. That means the school year will start Tuesday, August 11th for students in the Martin County School District, August 17th in Okeechobee County, and August 24th in St. Lucie. The Palm Beach County and Indian River County school districts are still waiting for the state to approve their reopening plans.
As the pandemic continues, Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried is launching an initiative called Be Smart Florida.
A new consumer awareness campaign that will remind Floridians of the essential science-based measures we must all do to slow the spread.
Fried says not enough Floridians are utilizing those measures, such as wearing masks and practicing social distancing. The search for a baby missing from Broward County is over, ending in Orange County. An Amber Alert was issued yesterday after 19-day-old Joshua Quintiron went missing in Coconut Creek. He was found last night in a Popka with his 17-year-old father, who was taken into custody. For millions of Americans, the economic fallout of the coronavirus pandemic could be starting to shape up. Late last week, a $600 per week unemployment supplement expired. Also, funding from the Paycheck Protection Program has long been depleted. The program was implemented to help employers make payroll during the pandemic. In addition, data released last week indicated the U.S. GDP declined by 1/3 in the second quarter of 2020. While congressional Democrats, state Republicans, and the White House are largely in agreement on the need for a stimulus, agreeing to a framework remains in question. The two sides are at odds over how much of unemployment should be supplemented by the federal government. There is also a debate on offering businesses liability protection from coronavirus-related lawsuits. And lastly, almost 2 months after reopening, Universal Orlando is laying off an undisclosed number of workers. Universal spokesman Tom Schroeder said in an email Monday that the Florida theme park resort was reducing its workforce to reflect current priorities and needs. Universal has put the construction of a new theme park, Epic Universe, on pause because of the pandemic. Universal Orlando closed its doors in March as the novel coronavirus started spreading in the U.S. It was the first of Orlando's major theme park operators to reopen when it welcomed back visitors in early June. SeaWorld reopened in late June. Walt Disney World reopened last month. Forbes released their annual list of the world's most valuable sports teams. The numbers are based on calculations done over the past year for the NFL, NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball, Formula One, soccer, and NASCAR. The Dallas Cowboys are number one on the new list of the world's most valuable sports teams. The New York Yankees are next. followed by the New York Knicks and the LA Lakers. Our news time is 7:26. Weather and traffic together are next.
$7:27, the time right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. All brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, the major highways are looking good this morning, north and south, and US 1 is looking good this morning, too, throughout Martin and St. Lucie County. There's your latest look at traffic. In Port St. Lucie, it's partly cloudy, 78. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
This morning here on the Treasure Coast, warm and humid with isolated showers and a few thunderstorms possible. This afternoon, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms are possible, moving from west to east. Some storms could be strong and some rainfall will be heavy. High temperatures in the low 90s, increasing clouds and late southerly winds. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Glenn Glazer on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
Mr. Announcer.
From the Paul Harvey Pavilion. The Emmy Award winning, even though it's made from paper mache. It's the Get Up and Go show with Evan, Bonnie, two characters, a cat, and some dorky guy, Junior. And now, here's your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer.
You're welcome.
Look at that. We have our own announcer now.
I know, that's very sweet.
What else can happen on the show?
We're special.
See, G and Ray, they don't have that. they don't have that. See, they don't
Or you
have
can go like, you can do something like live. You can do something like that,
Oh, well, whatever. It's up to the announcer. It's up to Mr. Announcer. Whatever Mr. Announcer wants to do. I can tell you that much, but I can tell you that it is time for viral videos.
And now it's time for Stupid News.
It's so stupid.
Stupid news, I'm sorry.
Where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
Did I say viral videos?
You know what, though?
Yes, you did.
The time is moving so fast. I thought we were on viral videos, too. I was like 1 hour behind myself.
What are we in Central Time Zone?
Yes.
Like the music, Phil?
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
It's Yakety Sax.
Yes.
Also known as the Benny Hill theme.
Yeah, let's go to the Ukraine, where the Ukrainian Justice Ministry is. I just got private messaged right in the middle of right dead smack in the middle.
Was it another Gary Busey picture?
No, it's not another Gary
With his shirt off.
I don't know. A guy by the name of Harry Brockett Sr.
Ooh.
Sends me a picture of. I have no idea what this
I like
is.
that name, by the way.
I have no idea who this person is. I'm
From
not
the
going to
Harry
open it.
Brockett Senior
The
Pavilion.
name sounds very important.
I don't know. I just don't like when people send me random things.
Yeah, I've been getting these Facebook requests lately from people all over. Like people in different countries. I know I got a Facebook request one time from Prince Harry.
Really?
From the royal family.
Did you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Wow. Yep. And that was
Is he handsome?
that. He's been kind of like a secret crush of mine too. Prince Harry. Yes.
Really? That's another
You
one?
find that surprising, don't you? But yeah, like out of Prince William or Prince Harry, I will take Prince Harry any day.
Oh.
But yeah, I got a Facebook request from him one time and I could not accept the request.
Okay.
They say you're not supposed to do that.
Oh.
It could be like a virus or something or somebody playing with you. And
Yeah, you never should open anything that you get on a.
Yeah. Do you guys get Facebook requests too from, say, like pretty women like that are successful women?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
And they're fake usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I usually send them a message, go, do we know each other? And they never respond back. So
Yeah, exactly.
if they know me, then they would go, yeah, we met at blankety blank, 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 or something like
That's
that.
one
Can
of
you
those.
wait? Could you do that again, Phil?
Yeah.
Blankety.
Blankety blank, 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 blank.
That's
Okay.
that's where those people who end up on Dr. Phil in the Dr. Phil show and they're talking about the guy or the woman that took them, that just played them and they sent them loads of money.
Mhm.
I think that's where that begins and stems from. Because I get these requests too from maybe like a businessman up in New York City or this rich dad who has a kid, and usually it's a rather attractive looking fella. And I can
You know
see
what I don't get? What's up with dudes? And this is a dude thing. Like they take a picture of themselves in the mirror with their shirt off
Yeah.
and just shorts on. What's up with that?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
get
I don't
that.
get it.
And you know what, guys? Trust me.
We're off track here.
most,
you know that.
most women don't find that attractive.
People are texting me right now asking where's stupid news. So may I have
Who,
permission to go
Mr.
back?
G?
No.
They're
all right.
monitoring our show
They're
today.
monitoring the show today.
Yeah.
We're getting all over the place.
Or G might be monitoring the show too if he has
All
time.
right, so let's go to the Ukraine, where the Ukrainian Justice Ministry is offering gift certificates for luxury cells in the country's jail centers. The certificate is only valid for 6 months, and the jail gets to keep the money if the suspect is not taken into custody during that time. Justice Minister Denis Malayska promoted the service as a potential birthday present. He joked that it was client orientated because it included 3 meals a day, 24-hour security, and reduce chances of contracting COVID-19.
Wow.
So you can go to jail in luxury. How's that one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Where's
All
that
right.
jail at? I might go there.
It's in the Ukraine.
Okay.
She likes prison men.
Yeah, we have a phone call. Good morning. Good morning. You're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this? Oh,
the cow.
This
It's
show
the
has
cow.
gone out to pasture.
Now, see, this can't be Phil doing this because you're going to get the cow mooing at the same time Phil is talking.
No, I don't think Phil.
Phil,
I don't
Phil.
think Phil is the cow. But I think Phil is Big Kitty.
Now we have the chicken. So we have a chicken and a cow.
Can I ask the chicken a question?
Sure. Go ahead. Ask the chicken a question. Why
Hey,
not?
chicken. Do you taste better baked or fried?
Oh. I think you done ticked off the chicken. All right, chicken. All right, bye-bye, chicken.
Don't choke it.
All right. All right. All right. God, don't choke your chicken, please. Do not choke a chicken, whatever you do.
We shouldn't
That's
call
against
this
the
the
law.
morning show. We should call this the morning farm.
Yeah.
The morning barnyard.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. Anyway, let's go to Charlotte County, Florida, where fire crews put out a fire on a car Monday at a Culver's restaurant. According to fire and EMS, when crews arrived, the car was in flames. The driver told firefighters that after he went through the drive-thru and he got his ice cream, he lit a fragrant candle inside the car and it tipped over onto some papers as he drove away and it ignited the blaze.
Wow.
The driver stopped the car outside of the restaurant and ran for a trash can to fill with water to pour on the fire. But by the time he got back to the car was engulfed. The car was a complete loss and no injuries reported, but firefighters want to remind motorists not to drive with a burning candle in your car. The man was also very distraught that his ice cream melted in the car before he had a chance to eat it.
Oh, wow. Evan, that's the most stupid one I've heard, I think, all week. I mean,
Oh, yeah?
who lights a candle in their car?
That's all right. I got one better for you. Okay. We're going to go to Reynoldsville, Pennsylvania, where a 36-year-old woman named Andrea Rotten.
Is she related to Johnny?
Yeah. Johnny Rotten. Andrea Rotten, who's 36 years old, and a 30-year-old guy named Jeremy Appleton. Okay. So you had a Rotten Appleton. All right. They broke into a house in Reynoldsville, Pennsylvania earlier this month to rob the place. They thought the 6 people who lived there were at the airport, but they were completely wrong. Okay. So when they found the people were home, they decided to improvise and tie them up. But they didn't have anything to tie them up with. So Andrea, the 36-year-old woman that was robbing the place, took her bra off and used her bra to tie up one of the victims.
Wow.
Wasn't very effective. And the 17-year-old girl that Andrea tied up, she quickly escaped because of all the elastic in the bra. Didn't really work too well. Cops came and both Andrea and Jeremy were arrested on several charges.
Could you imagine your last name being Rotten and you grow up to just simply live up to your name?
I have one better yet. Could you imagine being tied up with a bra? Think about that.
I could not.
Excuse me. Put your hands through the cups, please, and let me tie you with the elastic and clip it in the back. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
That's interesting stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Amber Luke, a NSW Central Coast woman known as Dragon Girl, recently showed off her latest body modification enhancement. Last week, the 25-year-old young lady showed off diamond earrings that stretched out her earlobes to a length of 3.2 centimeters.
What?
She captioned the post, quote, ear inspo. Luke has spent $120,000 on nearly 600 tattoos and body modifications such as breast augmentation, cheek and lip fillers, a tongue split, a Brazilian butt lift, many piercings, ear implants, and even lip and eyeball tattoos. $120,000.
Yeah.
On all that
Brazilian
crap.
butt lift.
A Brazilian butt lift.
I have no joke. I just like to say Brazilian butt lift.
Hey, don't knock it. There was a girl one time that asked me that at massage.
What, if you did Brazilian butt lifts?
No, if I wanted to get one with her. If I wanted to get one with her. Yeah.
A Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah, no kidding.
What was your reply?
She was serious about it.
What was your reply?
I thought about it.
What?
You thought about it?
What did Gary say about that? You go, I could just imagine you go home that night to Gary and, honey, I had a lady on my table and she offered me to go with her to get a Brazilian butt lift.
No, actually, this was a classmate at school. This was when I was going to school for massage.
Okay.
And I think she was even a classmate from the hair place next door where they were teaching you how to barber shop and snip and cut hair.
Yeah. And then in the back room, they're doing Brazilian butt lifts.
Go from a pancake to a pumpkin.
Yeah. There you go. Lastly, if you have a little maple syrup with that, please. And a little Ready Whip for my pumpkin.
Like to carve the pumpkin, please.
Yes. All right. If you're looking for a quick and easy way to get hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube, staring absently into the camera might actually be a good idea. Oh, wow. At least that's what an Indonesian YouTuber by the name of Mohammed did earlier this month, posting a 2-hour-long video clip of himself sitting on a couch and doing nothing but staring at the camera. I kid you not. I found this video on YouTube. The video has gotten over 1.5 million views and has inspired countless memes on Indonesian social media. In fact, ever since the guy's video went viral, other would-be internet celebrities have been busy imitating him, hoping to also copy his success. You can now find YouTube videos of people doing nothing for 4, 5, and even 8 hours at a time, staring into a camera, doing absolutely nothing.
And
how about that one?
And maybe they should all get jobs.
How about that one?
Everybody getting their 15 minutes of fame.
You know what drives me nuts about that?
What?
It's like there's folks like me on YouTube that will sit there and write and put effort and write some good material and everything else, and then the guy just gets on the camera and just stares at it and gets a million views.
You actually out there being creative and putting some work and effort.
It's like, really?
I have one more story. One more. It's just too good to pass up for the morning show. Okay. An early morning naked walk this past Monday eventually led to a fight with police and a North Carolina couple facing numerous charges. Police arrested Mariel Kinney, 32 years old, and Kevin Pinto, 30 years old, after the 6:30 a.m. incident. It was kind of wild, said the police chief. It wasn't the typical day in our city, that's for sure. They were buck naked. Police went to the area after receiving calls about 2 naked people walking a dog. Officers saw Kinney and Pinto, who were completely naked, walking down the street with a medium-sized black dog by the name of Lucy. According to officers, she is a very good dog. Questions if they were okay and why they were unclothed. Kinney and Pinto either said they didn't want to answer or answered incoherently, officers said. They were arrested and carted off to jail for indecent exposure. Wow. Now, as a side note, the dog literally had an outfit on.
Like a dog costume? Like
the dog had a dog costume on, and these people were naked.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
They didn't even pick up a fig leaf or
let that
Evans.
Yeah.
Evans, where can I find these people at?
Why do you want to know where these people are? You're not going to go walk your dog naked because
how do you know I haven't done that?
Oh, really?
Oh, I do all sorts of things, Evans.
Well, I don't want to know about it. This is a family-friendly show, so can we please keep it that way, Fredo? The owners would not like that. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. 7:46. It's news time. Let's go to the news desk. Bonnie's standing by once again. Bonnie?
Thank you, Evan. The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. WPTV's news anchor Kelly Dunn has this.
The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. That means the school year will start Tuesday, August 11th for students in the Martin County School District, August 17th in Okeechobee County, and August 24th in St. Lucie. The Palm Beach County and Indian River County school districts are still waiting for the state to approve their reopening plans.
Only a handful of countries are allowing Americans in without restrictions, and the U.S. State Department is urging all Americans to avoid international travel due to COVID-19. For those who still want to go abroad, things will likely look very different. WPTV's news partner Chloe Nordquist reports.
I went for a few reasons. One, because I love it down there. I've been going there for years. I also wanted to see what it was like so I could tell people what my experience was.
Carol Bryant is a travel advisor. She just returned from a trip to Mexico, one of the few countries currently allowing Americans in without restrictions.
I felt safer there than I feel here. I think it was a much more consistent enforcement. My feeling is this isn't going away anytime soon, and we need to find a way to live with it.
Each country is responding differently to American visitors.
There is a ban on Americans traveling to any of the countries in the Schengen area. So that does leave Ireland and Britain open as far as European countries go.
Hannah Oreskovich is a travel influencer. Since COVID-19 started spreading, she hasn't traveled outside the U.S.
I mean, there's definitely some countries who are taking advantage of offering opportunities like that right now, who probably need the tourism.
The airline Emirates is a prime example, recently announcing passengers receive free COVID-19 insurance. This could include medical expenses and quarantine costs. But countries change their rules about who is allowed in and who must quarantine upon arrival, depending on case numbers.
Their numbers look good, so they loosen things. Their numbers start to go up. They tighten it down.
Lots of them seeing you have to test before you go or test when you get there, and then you're still quarantining maybe. I think one of the things that'll really change is they have to have a way to be able to check people on quarantine.
She's talking about Ireland, a country allowing Americans with restrictions, one being self-quarantined for 2 weeks.
That they haven't been checking it very much, so it hasn't been really as effective as they would have liked it to be.
Sherry Ott is a travel blogger.
I think I was probably gone about 85% of the time last year. A lot of international trips.
There is a wide range, like Bahamas recently was going to start letting people in. And then they said, we will let you in, but you have to stay in a government-run facility at your own expense. Different countries are doing different things, but it changes all the time.
And that's one of the biggest issues. How do you plan a trip if things change daily?
Get travel insurance that lets you cancel for any reason. Any reason. This is not the time to shop deals.
As travelers consider their next adventure,
I think it's going to take a while for people to be ready to be doing leisure international travel.
Sherry says international travel will look different moving forward.
It's going to be a lot more like self-guided tours, maybe less time in big cities, more time in nature, kind of those same trends that are happening here, even in the U.S.
I'm Chloe Nordquist.
Look at a couple of the NBA scores from last night. The Spurs lose to the 76ers 132-130. Miami Heat beat Toronto 107-103. It was Denver Nuggets over Oklahoma City Thunder 121-113. Major League Baseball scores too. The New York Yankees win over the Phillies 6-3. It was the New York Mets beating Atlanta Braves 7-2 yesterday. And the Cubs take a win over Kansas City Royals 2-0. News time is 7:50. Weather and traffic together are next.
7:52 right now, the time on the Get Up and Go show. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
It's really a quiet-looking Tuesday morning here on the roadways for Stewart, Palm City, the Port St. Lucie area. If you're heading out, it should be a good ride. No tie-ups on the roads. There's our latest look at traffic. It's a partly cloudy sky in Stewart. We're at 81. Here's more on our forecast at WPTV.
This morning here on the Treasure Coast, warm and humid with isolated showers and a few thunderstorms possible. This afternoon, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms are possible, moving from west to east. Some storms could be strong and some rainfall will be heavy. High temperatures in the low 90s, increasing clouds and late southerly winds. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Glenn Glazer on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
In a world where there's a lot of morning shows, well, we're one of them. Here's your host, Evan and Bonnie.
It's nice to know we're one of them at least.
Yeah, one of them. Jeez.
Wow. Are we
Okay.
one of the best of them?
I got to get the movie trailer guy. I have his phone number at home. I interviewed him many years ago. I have to get the movie trailer guy to do In a World.
In a World.
Where only one
Yeah, he
radio
does good
show
stuff. I watch his
exists.
YouTube channel sometimes. He does good stuff.
Yeah.
Fontaine is his name, Mr. Fontaine.
La Fontaine, yes,
Yeah.
La Fontaine. I think he passed away, if I'm not mistaken.
You might be right.
Yeah, Don La Fontaine, that's his name, and he
Yeah.
did pass away. I interviewed him many years ago.
Wow.
But there's
So if
a
I were to
guy who
call
does
him,
them
he
now.
wouldn't answer his phone right now.
Yeah. That's too bad.
What were you going to say, Phil?
No, there's a guy who does them now. He does a lot of them, and he'll take TV shows and movies and edit and make his own trailer and has fun with it. He's really good. He
Okay.
sounds just like that stuff. I'll
Okay.
get his name for you. He's
Yeah,
really
please
good.
Please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
he's done stuff with the Nostalgia Critic and Angry Video Game Nerd and all those guys. So
Okay.
There
good
has to be
stuff.
somebody taking over, right? We do always have to have that big movie voiced guy.
Yeah, got to have that
Yes.
that big movie voice guy. Hey, Fredo, you think you could do that?
Nah, man. I play music and I do extra services on the side. That's it.
Yeah, I know. Fredo Inc. is what it's called.
Yeah.
Fredo
Fredo
Incorporated.
Inc.
Fredo Inc. Jack of all trades.
Fredo jams. He just
Yeah.
jams out.
He does jams now.
He does
jars them.
jams. I guess I don't know. Hey, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, Sheriff William Snyder is going to be here. Real curious to talk about the sheriff about his venture up to the convention, the sheriff's ranch convention. I think he was at up in the west coast of Florida. I wonder if he was there when our president landed on the tarmac. So I'm curious if he was part of that entourage or not.
Mhm.
I'm real curious. So I want to pick his brain and see what it was like to be there as far as all that stuff goes. It's going to be an interesting, riveting interview as always. Going to talk to the sheriff.
William Schneider. He's the best of
No,
best
not
of sheriffs.
don't say Schneider. It's Snyder.
Snyder.
It's Snyder. William Snyder.
That's what I said, didn't I?
No, you said Schneider.
Oh,
God, don't say Schneider. God, I don't want to get his name wrong.
I've known Mr.
Was it
Snyder
Schneider
for
on One Day
years.
at a Time?
Yeah, he was. That was the he was on One Day at a Time, and he was the help guy around the apartment.
maintenance
we're
guy.
WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station.
the air, online, covering the Treasure Coast. Get connected with the Get Up and Go show. And now here's your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Do you know what today is?
Today is a huge holiday. Some argue today should be a national holiday.
We're baking chocolate chip cookies.
It is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
Chocolate chip cookie important to me.
It's a chocolate chip cookie! Yeah! Who wants chocolate chip?
I do. Chocolate chip, your favorite.
Happy National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
It's showtime.
Yeah, showtime. It's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
And you know who makes the best cookies and the biggest ones in town is our awesome sponsor, Ellie's Deli, right here in Stuart. They have chocolate chip cookies. Mark over there, he'll make a cookie as big as your face, Evan.
Really?
Yeah, like
Big as my face?
As big as your face.
All right.
Yeah, they're huge cookies, and you know you can pick some up today, take some home tonight.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I feel strange
they're
right
huge.
now.
Why? What's
Because
going
the
on?
sheriff was supposed to call in,
Yeah.
and he didn't call in.
He must have gotten on some kind of a busy note.
He's got to be on a conference call or something.
Or maybe he's still up in at that conference we mentioned.
No, he's back.
Oh, did he
Yeah,
come
he's
back to
back.
town? Okay.
Yeah, he's back.
So he must have gotten really busy with something.
Yeah. So let's have a conversation about the storm that could. The little storm that could. Oh, wait, hold on. We have a phone call. So let's see who's on our line right now. Good morning.
Hey,
You're
buddy.
on. There he is.
Hey.
Hey, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning. Sorry for the delay.
That's okay. That's okay. With you're the big dog. You're allowed to be late.
Yeah, my apologies.
No, that's okay, Sheriff. Sheriff William Snyder's joining us on our line right now. And Sheriff, how you doing? How are you and your staff and the family and the sheriff's office staff doing?
Well, you find us all in very good shape and a sense of relief that we got to the weekend with just a breeze.
Yeah, literally. A breeze, no pun intended, right?
No pun intended, yeah.
I understand you were at a conference recently up in I think it was Tampa. It was the sheriff's ranch conference or something like that, where a lot of the sheriffs got together and they had meetings, and the president of the United States was there. Were you one of the lucky sheriffs to be on the tarmac when the president arrived?
No, I wasn't there when the president arrived. We had two things going. We had the Florida Sheriff's Association summer conference,
Okay.
which was held in Lee County.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And from there, the next day, many of those sheriffs ended up representing law enforcement on the tarmac with the president.
Gotcha. I was watching when the president arrived, and I was hoping to get a wide shot, and they kept doing tight shots on the president. I was like, man, I want to see my sheriff on the tarmac with our president. That would be really cool to see that.
They invited me to go over. There's a sheriff in the state that's kind of coordinating for the rest of the sheriffs, and I just couldn't make it. It was such short notice. We didn't see it coming, so I hadn't planned for it.
You know how those things go with the president. Everything is last minute, so they just they get right to it and make it happen.
Definitely.
I want to have a conversation with you. Of course, I guess we'll call it COVID Kane 2020. We can name the storm COVID Kane 2020 because, it's a storm that had a lot of hype, and it really was just a little bit of wind and maybe a little bit of rain, but Martin County Sheriff's Office was well prepared.
Yeah, you know what? In my industry, we just don't have the luxury of taking a chance.
Right.
So we look at a storm like that, we start getting the track fairly early, and it doesn't take much of a direction before we at least do our initial planning. And then the closer the storm gets, the more the likelihood is that we'll be either impacted or certainly in the cone, the more we have to gear up. And it's not an easy process. We have boats we have to worry about. We have 6 patrol boats. I have 3 flyable helicopters. I have gear that we have to worry about, can't be exposed to high winds. I have scheduling. I have food in the jail. I mean, I could go on, but I won't. But yeah, it's a complex It's really a complex situation for us to get ready for a storm.
Particularly now, Sheriff, since, we're in this pandemic and with that storm coming in, I think it made, people even more nervous than usual, even no matter, how strong the storm was and was coming. With the pandemic and the events, I think it just made people a little more anxious in the area too.
Well, you're right. Well, the big implication for the storm preparations kind of colliding with the pandemic is that we were worried about the shelters. Because you could look, the best laid plans of mice and men. You could tell everybody you can only have this many people at the shelter. You have to have this much space. But if people come crowding in at the last minute and there's not enough space, you can't tell someone, "Oh, I'm sorry, you have a special needs. You have to ride the hurricane out in the parking lot of the school." It doesn't work that way. So, anticipating reality, we knew it was going to be a big lift if we had to have a storm in the middle of this pandemic.
That has to be a very difficult thing when you open the shelters up, and then how do you socially distance all these people? And then when you get to your capacity, you have to tell people no. And I wouldn't want to be that person at the door when the person in front of me was able to get in, and they're that last person to get in there. Yeah. So I'm assuming that they set everything up for social distancing as well.
Well, you set it up for social distancing. Theoretically, a shelter would have X amount of people that were allowed in. The problem is nobody listens. I mean, I'm not saying that unkindly.
Right.
You could put out all day long, the shelter at, fill in the blank, school is closed, don't come here, and they come anyway. Or you beg people, don't wait till the last minute, because if they get there and the storm is a little bit away, you can say, okay, look, Anderson is closed, but you can go too. So they wait at the last minute and they roll in when the winds are hitting because they got scared at the last minute. You can't send somebody back out. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I don't know who would do that.
Now you have these special vehicles too. You have rescue vehicles, high water vehicles, and of course you have your rapid response team. So everybody was literally ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yeah, when they tell us that impact may be at a certain time, we schedule so that our rapid response team, our special response teams are ready. Those are our deputies in the pickup trucks with chainsaws. Those are the deputies that are in our Bearcat, which are armored personnel carriers. Then we have the MRAP, which is specially outfitted with gear that fire rescue put in. We co-operate that through the storm. So our goal is, years past, fire rescue would get off the road at 45, 50 miles an hour, which made sense with those high vehicles. But then if you had a crisis in the storm, you legitimately said, hey, I'm going to ride this out. My house is a Category 5 rated. I'm good to go. And maybe you were, but then you have a crisis in the house. Someone gets hurt. Someone has a heart attack. Times past, we didn't respond. And I came to the conclusion I couldn't have that no matter what the conditions were. I was determined we'd respond. So that's what we did.
Sheriff, next week, 1 week from today, big day in Martin County. The kids go back to school. I wanted to touch on that a little bit so we can let our listeners know kind of like the do's and the don'ts and what they need to be aware of while they're out there driving around.
Well, of course, we have the one immutable that always occurs, that sort of irreducible truth is that children will get off at the wrong bus stop. They will, the patterns will be new to some children. So everybody has to just slow down and be thoughtful about the children, be ready to change the way you go to school. If you're using fill in the blank map road and you forgot it's the first day of school and you realize, oh my word, look at this traffic turning on 34th Street. It's a real challenge. So think through that. And then of course, I don't think anybody knows how this looks with with COVID-19. I don't have a clue what this thing will look like.
I know that when the cars are going through, you have to slow down in the school zones, because I've driven through the school zones, especially, right in front, just down the road from here at Martin County High School. You got people, what is it? It's 15 miles an hour when, in the morning, 15 miles an hour in the afternoon, I do believe. And you get cars whipping through the 30, 40, 50 miles an hour, which is ridiculous.
Well, yeah, Martin is a problem because of Willoughby, but and there are children that will walk, and you should do 15, and that's the way I go to work, and I do 15.
Mm-hmm.
But really, the schools that worry me the most are the elementary schools on your, like say Hope Sound. There's Hope, the Bible College grade school is there, and then the public school is there. So you have hundreds of children and a little narrow 2-laner. So that's where you really, really have to pay attention. And you should start out. Look, I'm not saying Willoughby is a free zone, but those are high school kids. You know, those are older kids. They're probably a little more alert, and it's a wider street, so everybody has to be thoughtful of that. But it's your Bessie Creeks and your Palm City Elementaries, and like I said, Hope Sound, and on. That's where you have to be on alert.
Sheriff, it looks like we only have a few days to go, like with our mask mandate, as far as we know, for Martin County. I think that was up on August 8th. Have there been any problems in the area with people wearing the masks and people not wearing the masks in businesses properly?
I guess that depends on how you categorize problem. Yes, we get some phone calls. Nobody has gotten cited. We opted into a more soft-hand approach, a thoughtful approach, asking people nicely. We have got no pushback. We've had no real incidents involving law enforcement. I think there's been some unpleasantries with people, but it hasn't resulted in batteries, assaults. So for the most part, we've been really good. I was in Publix last night on the way home, and every single person had a mask on. There was no question about it.
I mean, the only way we're going to, try to calm this thing down is just put a mask on. It's pretty simple. It's not that hard to do. Sheriff, I wanted just to touch on one other topic with you, going back to the whole school thing, because a lot of people don't understand when the school buses and that stop sign flips out, you have to stop, and that's both sides of the road, except if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, when there's a median, then the other side does not have to stop, or they do have to stop?
Nope, you described it exactly perfectly. If the red stop arm comes out from the bus, let's use Willoughby again. So the bus is say it's southbound going towards the school. It stops over there by at Indian, just to the north of Indian and Willoughby. It'll stop in there. The traffic going in the opposite direction, which in this case is south, doesn't have to stop, which is a median street.
Okay. So if there's a median, then the traffic on the other side does not have to stop. But if there's no median at all, the traffic must stop both ways, regardless.
All hands on deck. Stop.
All right. Very good. Just want to make sure we clarify that, because there are people out there that are a little confused by that. So I want to make sure that people understand that. Sheriff William Snyder, our special guest, always joining us each and every Tuesday. And we look forward to speaking with you next Tuesday on the first day of school in Martin County, amidst all the craziness that's going to be out there, and get an update from the sheriff, how things have been going from the early morning hours when the high schools start off first, followed by the elementary and the middle schools as well. Sheriff Snyder, be well. God bless you, your family, and everybody else at the sheriff's office. Everybody's healthy, and that's always a good thing.
Thank you, Evan and Bonnie, and thank you, Martin County. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, Sheriff. Always a pleasure to have that guy on. Even when he's a few minutes late, that's all right. We always make time for
Keeps us abreast of what's going on here.
Always make time
Martin
for the
County.
sheriff. 8:20 right now. It's news time. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by. Take it away, Bonnie.
The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. WPTV's news anchor Kelly Dunn has this.
The Florida Department of Education has approved the reopening plans for schools in Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. That means the school year will start Tuesday, August 11th for students in the Martin County School District, August 17th in Okeechobee County, and August 24th in St. Lucie. The Palm Beach County and Indian River County school districts are still waiting for the state to approve their reopening plans.
4 sisters were ecstatic when they found out they were all pregnant at the same time, the exact same time. WPTV's news partner, KMTV, has the story.
Imagine this. You find out your sister's pregnant, and your other sister, and other sister, and the other sister too. 4 sisters pregnant at the exact same time.
Danielle was first, and then Sarah, and then Michelle, and I was like, oh, thank goodness it's not me. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wow, me now.
Elizabeth, Danielle, Michelle, and Sarah carried their babies during the pandemic. Grandma Mary was excited but worried for her daughters.
It was scary. It was all scary, but these guys, pregnancy's scary. Having a baby's scary. So praise God, everybody's healthy, and it was perfect.
Everything went well, and they delivered 5 babies. Twins, Henry and Emma, Olivia, Josephine, and Natalie. The deliveries all taking place within 12 days.
Not planned at all. It was crazy.
To Grandma Mary, 5 is just a good starting point. She herself had 12.
It's just a lot of fun having kids. Everybody have lots of kids. A lot of fun.
They call it the miracle during the pandemic, especially because Michelle lost her first baby.
We lost our first at 37 weeks. So it was a little scary at the end, thinking that may happen again. But she's here and she's healthy and a happy baby for the most part.
But now it's all smiles as this family celebrates all their new babies. Grandma Mary hoping for more and more.
The best thing in the whole world.
Reporting in Omaha, Rudolph Sinaida, 3 News Now.
For millions of Americans, the economic fallout of the coronavirus pandemic could be starting to take shape. Late last week, a $600 per week unemployment supplement expired. Also, funding from the Paycheck Protection Program has long been depleted. The program was implemented to help employers make payroll during the pandemic. In addition, data released last week indicated the U.S. GDP declined by 1/3 in the second quarter of 2020, while congressional Democrats, Senate Republicans, and the White House are largely in agreement on the need for a stimulus. Agreeing to a framework remains in question. The two sides are at odds over how much of unemployment should be supplemented by the federal government. There is also a debate on offering businesses liability protection from coronavirus-related lawsuits. And lastly, almost 2 months after reopening, Universal Orlando is laying off an undisclosed number of workers. Universal spokesman Tom Schroeder said in an email Monday that the Florida theme park resort was reducing its workforce to reflect current priorities and needs. With the Marlins quarantined in Philadelphia, Miami's home opener against the Baltimore Orioles is postponed, as well as their scheduled game on Tuesday. At this point, the Marlins have at least 11 players and 2 coaches who have tested positive. Postponed games, the 4-game series between the Cardinals and Tigers scheduled to begin Monday in Detroit was postponed after Major League Baseball released a statement saying the Cardinals have had 13 members of the organization test positive for COVID-19 in the last week. The Cardinals will stay in Milwaukee with a tentative plan for the team to resume its regular schedule on Friday against the Chicago Cubs in St. Louis. News time is 8:25. Weather and traffic together are next.
$8:25 the time, actually $8:26 the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
The roads have been looking good on the Treasure Coast all morning right here and remaining that way. We're not finding any reports of traffic slowing down. No accidents from FHP. There's your latest look at traffic. And it's 80 degrees in Port St. Lucie. Here's more on our forecast at WPTV.
This morning here on the Treasure Coast, warm and humid with isolated showers and a few thunderstorms possible. This afternoon, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms are possible, moving from west to east. Some storms could be strong and some rainfall will be heavy. High temperatures in the low 90s, increasing clouds and late southerly winds. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Glenn Glazer on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition, liftoff.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
8:30 on the dot right now, and you know what that means. It's time for our daily dose of space and another place with Randy Siegel and our space report. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning to you, sir. Well, it's hard to believe, but on this date in history, in 1967, NASA announced its sixth group of astronauts. And the sixth group were basically 11 members who were scientists. But unfortunately, some of them never even made it into space. Phil Chapman was tapped as one of the 11, and he was the first Australian American to be tapped as an astronaut, but he never made a flight into space. Donald L. Holmquist, who was a physician, he also never flew because of a lack of flights. And then you had John Llewellyn. He dropped out of flight school. He just couldn't handle it. Neither could Brian T. O'Leary. He objected to the flight training hazards. He just didn't have the right stuff, I guess. And then, on this date in history, in 1984, the first Ariane 3 rocket flew for the European Space Agency. As well, NASA's Phoenix Mars lander was launched in 2007, which eventually touched down on the red planet and gave us a lot of good science from that location. Well, the Russians are having some problems with some of their cosmonauts because another cosmonaut, Nikolai Tikhonov, has dropped out of the astronaut program. Tikhonov was scheduled to fly several missions, but was always taken off those missions. He in 2015 to 2016, he was a backup member for the Soyuz MS-2. In December 2007 or 2017 to April 2018, he trained as a member of the 57-58 prime crew to go to the International Space Station, and that was changed. From June 2018 to February 2020, he trained as part of the ISS-63 crew, and that crew was changed. And then from February to July of this year, he trained as part of the Specialized and Improvement Group for the ISS. So now the Russians are saying, even though he was scheduled to fly to the ISS in 2021, Tikhonov made the decision to leave the cosmonaut corps. And they're saying, with the new data on his state of health, I guess that's a way out of it. So currently the Russians have 31 people in their astronaut corps. 23 are active astronauts and 8 are test astronauts. Well, on board the International Space Station, the astronauts who were up there are continuing to do good work. Chris Cassidy, Anatoly Ivanushin, and Ivan Wagner, who are going to stay on the space station until October, have been doing some space research that will benefit humans on and off the Earth, as well as them maintaining the lab. Back on Earth, Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken are adapting to Earth's gravity following their 2-month stay on the station. We're hopeful that we may be able to get one or both of them on an interview this afternoon from the Johnson Space Center. We'll keep you apprised on that. Russia is getting ready to launch 3 Expedition 64 crew members in October. NASA's Katie Rubins, along with cosmonaut Sergei Rusakov and Sergei Kud-Sevastykov, were practicing their spacecraft to get ready for a 6-month stay. Russia is also perplexed, as is the United States, about that toxic benzene smell that they've had on the International Space Station. An American gas analyzer was delivered by the Russian cargo ship Progress, but so far has not been able to detect where that particular odor is coming from. Benzene was recorded in the ISS in April. At first, its concentration was kept at 65 milligrams per cubic meter, after which it began to rise. Well, it's not hazardous right now, but benzene is a colorless liquid with a specific sweetish odor. It's found in gasoline and is used to make medicines, plastic, synthetic rubber, and dyes, and it happens to be toxic and a carcinogen. So they're anxious to find out exactly where that gas lies. China's Mars probe continues on its course towards the red planet. Yesterday, China's Taiwan-1 spacecraft had a slight course correction where the engines were turned on for about 20 seconds to move it into a good position as it continues to head towards the red planet. So far, you've got 3 spacecrafts on their way to Mars. Virgin Galactic has delayed the launch of Spaceship Two commercial flights till 2021. There appears to be problems with the company itself, as the company is basically going into bankruptcy, and they are still going to fly even when they're in bankruptcy. The owner of Virgin Galactic, Sir Richard Branson, says that he intends to fly on the vehicle in 2021. He believes that there should be no problem with that happening. They also continue to build another spacecraft that will carry suborbital flights for individuals. The second spacecraft is about 75% completed, and a third spacecraft is under construction as well. ABL Space Systems began testing a new engine for a small satellite launch vehicle. The engine is tested, and they were funded for $90 million. They believe that they'll be able to be a player launching small vehicles into space if all continues to go as well. Another abort, basically, for SpaceX. SpaceX attempted yesterday to have its Raptor engine ignite and carry a vehicle approximately 150 feet. However, at the last minute, a turbopump spin start valve didn't open, and it triggered an automatic abort. Elon Musk said, "We'll figure out what happened and try again today to have that hopper actually hop." Momentus, another in-space transportation startup, announced on August the 3rd that it will begin flying hosted payloads for customers in 2021. The Santa Clara, California company plans to offer space for technology demonstrations and qualify to continue to fly in space, including hosting vehicles, attaching to vehicles, and deorbiting them for different companies. Momentus has purchased rides on 5 SpaceX Falcon 9 rockets on a rideshare basis for 2020 and 2021. So we'll be interested to follow what happens with them. Ball Aerospace said that it has successfully flight tested a green propellant developed by the Air Force and is lowering the satellite's attitude so it'll deorbit later this summer. Green propellant is safe for the Earth's atmosphere. Tomorrow we'll tell you about how that interview went, as well as any other launches. So until tomorrow, have a great day, everybody.
That's Randy Siegel with the Daily Space Report right here each and every weekday at 8:30 on WSTU AM 1450. Time to head on over to Ellie's Downtown Deli, where Bonnie's standing by with the latest and greatest to soothe your appetite.
That's right, Evan. It's where everything is delicious. And today, order your fresh jumbo wrap. Chef Mark serves up his Mediterranean chicken wrap, and this wrap is filled with plenty of oven-roasted chicken. You get mixed greens, some red onions in there, tomatoes, black olives, comes with cucumbers, banana peppers, roasted red peppers, some feta cheese, and, yes, hummus. And it's served with a side of your choice. Now, Evan mentioned earlier that it's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. And at Ellie's Deli, you can get these cookies. They're larger than your head. I swear. He makes like this monstrous chocolate chip cookie over there. You can take a dozen home, maybe a half dozen home tonight for the kids. Remember, Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart now has their patio back open. Plus, they're at 50% dining inside with a full menu for pickup or delivery. Ellie's also has the full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well. Call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're located at 18 Southeast 6th Street, just off Colorado in Stewart. Call 772-781-6605. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart.
It's time for the Precious Metals Report, all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold is opening up at $1,977.10 an ounce, and silver opening up at $24.38 an ounce. That's your Precious Metals Report, all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. 8:42 news time. Let's go to the news desk one final time this morning. Here's Bonnie.
Thanks, Evan. Florida is reporting fewer than 4,900 new coronavirus cases. It's the lowest number since June 23rd. However, it's unclear if the numbers are affected by the closure of most of the state-run testing sites over the weekend due to Tropical Storm Isaias. Governor Ron DeSantis says that's not the only encouraging data.
We continue to see a downward trend in visits to the emergency department with people with COVID-like illnesses. We've seen a peak in COVID-positive patients that are hospitalized statewide.
The state reported 73 fatalities from coronavirus yesterday. As the pandemic continues, Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried is launching an initiative called Be Smart Florida.
A new consumer awareness campaign that will remind Floridians of the essential science-based measures we must all do to slow the spread.
Fried says not enough Floridians are utilizing those measures, such as wearing masks and practicing social distancing. The search for a baby missing from Broward County is over, ending in Orange County. An Amber Alert was issued yesterday after 19-day-old Joshua Quinturon went missing in Coconut Creek. He was found last night in a Popka with a 17-year-old father who was taken into custody. And lastly, for millions of Americans, the economic fallout of the coronavirus pandemic could be starting to take shape. Late last week, a $600 per week unemployment supplement expired. Also, funding from the Paycheck Protection Program has long been depleted. The program was implemented to help employers make payroll during the pandemic. In addition, data released last week indicated the U.S. GDP declined by 1/3 in the second quarter of 2020. While congressional Democrats, Senate Republicans, and White House are largely in agreement on the need for a stimulus, agreeing to a framework remains in question. The two sides are at odds over how much of unemployment should be supplemented by the federal government, and there is also a debate on offering businesses liability protection from coronavirus-related lawsuits. The mother of an Indiana University football player who is battling COVID-19 wants everyone to realize the importance of wearing a mask and practicing social distancing. Brady Freeney is a freshman offensive lineman for the Hoosiers from St. Louis. His mother, Debbie Rucker, took to Facebook Monday with a plea: take COVID-19 seriously, wear a mask, and exercise social distancing. Freeney is battling the virus as questions remain on whether the college football season will be played this fall. The Big Ten announced its plans on playing a conference-only schedule this fall. News time, it's 8:45. Weather and traffic together are next.
8:46 the time. The Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
It's still looking like a nice drive. We don't have any accidents, no tie-ups on the major highways right now, this north and southbound. Throughout Martin and St. Lucie County, the roadways are clear at the moment. There's your latest look at traffic. It's a partly cloudy sky in Stewart, 82. And here's our forecast at WPTV.
This morning here on the Treasure Coast, warm and humid with isolated showers and a few thunderstorms possible. This afternoon, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms are possible, moving from west to east. Some storms could be strong and some rainfall will be heavy. High temperatures in the low 90s, increasing clouds and late southerly winds. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Glenn Glazer on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
$8:49 the time right now, the Get Up and Go show. And it's that time of the morning to go where no man will ever go except this next person. They call him Phil from Phil's Notebook. And he's here with our top 10. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Evan, and thank you. And from the home office of Yeehaw Junction, Florida, top 10 complaints of Evan Nine's secretary.
What?
Top 10 complaints of Evan Nine's secretary.
I didn't know that Evan had a secretary.
Yeah, neither did I.
Well, obviously the home office knows something.
Okay.
So here are top 10 complaints of Evan Nine's secretary.
Thank you.
Number 10, always using her whiteout to paint his fingernails.
That's actually a good idea.
Okay. Thanks, Bonnie. All right.
Number 9, a strict no talking policy during WWE wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Do you tell Rachel that too?
Yes.
Number 8, about 30 times a day, he gets on the intercom and shouts, "Breaker, breaker, good buddy."
How'd you know I had a CB radio back in the day? My call sign was KAKL 3636.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
See,
I
we're
remember
learning
that.
something today here,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Breaker 19.
Number 7, that weird Iggy smell. Number 6, insist on filling every inch of open space with more photos of Gary Busey. Oh, sorry. That's a complaint from Bonnie's secretary. Sorry, got mixed up here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Number 5, frequently forgets to fasten the back of his hospital gown.
Thanks.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Giving all my secrets away.
While reading an
Yeah.
AARP magazine.
Thank you.
Well, speaking of that, number 4, how he won't sign up for AARP benefits, but makes his entire family and friends sign up by gunpoint.
Evan's the only one that's not laughing.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait for it. $14.99 a year. See website for details.
Number 3, office walls are black and greasy from the pig roasts.
Yeah.
Number 2, massages his bunions in Wesson oil. And number 1, cries like a baby when he's listening to his Swiss music boxes. And there's your top 10 list.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. Okay.
I think you left Evan speechless that time.
All right. Let's see if I can top this one.
It's going to be hard.
Top 5 ways weddings are different during the pandemic.
Oh, boy.
It's right up my alley. Top 5 ways weddings are different during a pandemic. Coming in at number 5, the best man replaced with confirmed non-contagious man.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 4, only boiled and sanitized rice may be thrown. Coming in at number 3, the officiant really hard to hear inside his or her hazmat suit.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Number 2, the bride's veil is replaced with a shield and a mask. And number 1, the groom may now Clorox wipe and kiss the bride.
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
And instead of throwing the roses or the popcorn, the guests can just spray the Lysol sprayed at them as they walk out of the
Popcorn?
church.
Where does popcorn
You know what they throw at? What do they
They
throw
don't
at?
throw popcorn.
Rice, you mean?
The
Rice.
rice that they
Yeah.
throw.
Yeah.
Well, now they can just spray Lysol at the bride and the groom as they walk out.
Okay.
There you go. Hey, can I say hi to somebody, Evan?
Sure. Go ahead. I'm right here.
I want to say hi to Mary. She's listening for the first time today.
Mary? Mary as in-
Mary. Yes.
Who's Mary?
A lady I work with.
Oh, with the storage facility.
Do you have her
Yes.
phone number?
You have her phone number? Can we call her?
I do, but I don't think she would appreciate it.
Wow. Okay. I have something else for you.
Uh-oh.
Top 5 signs you have a lousy financial advisor. I'm going for the gusto.
Oh, we don't have any of these around here, do we?
Yeah.
Lousy financial advisors?
None at all.
Yeah, top 5 signs you have a lousy financial advisor. Coming in at number 5, wonders what you mean by the phrase, quote, Dow Jones Industrial Average.
Like he's never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a sign
Yeah,
you have
right.
a bad financial advisor. Number 4, author of the book, Bankruptcy Can Be Fun.
Oh, jeez.
Coming in at number 3, he has a coin called, quote, the decision maker. Wonder if it's anything like the Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Coming in at number 2, keeps referring to the eeny, meeny, miny, mo theory.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And number 1, when he refers to his broker, he doesn't mean stock, he means pawn. And there's your top 5 signs you have a lousy financial advisor.
Hey, that's where I got my laptop at the pawn shop.
At the pawn shop.
And,
Hey-o.
and it's lasted me a good 5 years. So,
Okay.
hey
All
now.
right. You're doing pretty good.
Evan, I have a fun fact today.
You do?
I have a fun fact since we're just throwing stuff out there. I got a fun
Okay.
fact today.
All right. Well, hold on. All
right.
Let me. All right. Go ahead.
In accordance with Old Testament law, every Hebrew national hot dog is circumcised.
What?
What?
You got to be kidding me.
In accordance with Old Testament law, every Hebrew national hot dog is circumcised.
Where did you get this information at? Really?
It's from the files of the Federal Bureau of Miscellaneous Information.
From the files more of the Kosher Bureau of Investigation. Wow.
Only
Okay.
found on the kosher aisle.
Yeah, only in the kosher section of your local
right?
grocery store. So, Phil, what's on the agenda for later today? We're coming up on our final 2 minutes here.
Well, we had to buy a washer, and then we also had to buy a refrigerator a week later, and all that's being delivered this week. So we're going to be confirming all that wonderful delivery stuff.
Okay.
And then we got to go. What else I have to? Oh, we have to go to Florida Core today.
Oh, okay.
Where do you got to go today? Where did he
Florida
say?
Core.
Florida Core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the floor decor
Yes.
for flooring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that right.
This isn't good. This is twice I've had to ring the bell and he hasn't answered.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
he's at the
sorry,
Starlight.
sir. Sorry. I was in the bathroom, sir.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I did, sir.
Okay. Breakfast was
It-
good. Thank you, by the way.
My pleasure,
It
sir.
was enjoyable, except the orange juice had pulp in it. And you know I don't like pulp.
Yes, sir. Sir, when can I get the Wesson oil out to massage your bunions, sir?
You know, I don't think so. I don't let nobody touch my bunions. That's just a little too much information.
Okay, sir. The pig roast is at 4.
Pig roast. And whose house is that at?
That's at your house, sir. That's what was on the top 10 list.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I guess we're
Yes.
having a pig roast.
Yes.
Bonnie, you're invited.
Yeah, it's kind of scary mixing bunions and a pig roast and all of the same conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, that's the Tuesday edition. That's a wrap for today. We'll be back on Wednesday with another edition. Phil, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Fredo, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man. Talk to you later.
That's all he ever says is, yeah, man.
He's just
Yeah, man.
laid
All right.
back kind of guy.
All right, Bentley,
Yeah.
have a great day, Bentley, and go get some new clothes. Here's $50.
Thank you, sir.
All right, no problem.
Bye, Bentley.
Yeah, Big Kitty, have a great day wherever the heck you are. We say ciao, mein,
Honduras.
and arriva dirty, and we always tell you, please be kind to one another. There's too much meanness out there.
And,
Yeah.
you know, like carry an umbrella today, protect your hair, stay dry.
Folks, that's a great day, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday.
My
Right here.
hairpiece.
Yeah, thank you. We're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. Bye-bye for now.